Watch them drop, let's get the cops on me now. Quick, quick, hurry, hurry. Diamonds in the bag, I better get to stunting now. Quick, quick, hurry, hurry. Watch them drop, let's get the cops on me now. Quick, quick, hurry, hurry. Diamonds in the bag, I better get to stunting now.
Hey, T-Square.
What's poppin', baby? We back. It's What's Poppin' Pop podcast. You live with OG Pop, and I have the pleasure to have China Marie in the building. You know what I'm saying? Win for losing. That's what we talking about today.
Yes.
You hear me? This the detective right here
It is.
in the movie. You know, I know you guys seen the cover. She's blinked up on you just like this. I have her right here. She's in the building. China.
Yes.
You acted your ass off. I do.
Thank you.
I can say that. You know, they started to talk about the movie. We could, spill a couple of little beans. You know,
A little gems here and there.
but you acted your ass off. I never had the pleasure to work where I never met her, none of that. But in this industry, if you're working, sometimes
Yeah, you gotta
it's,
come
it's just destiny that you're gonna cross paths.
Yeah.
Especially in Chicago.
Yeah.
The first day I was like,
I think
Alright.
everybody was.
I was like, okay, she a baddie. She got tattoos.
Yeah,
She
everybody
got-
kind of was
right.
like,
But what could she do? Is she really going a cop? And man, she showed up with little slacks, her fast, and she was very believable.
yeah.
You know, was this your first experience acting?
Not my first time as a lead, yes. Not my first experience acting.
You did
I had
some
actually
extra work
I
or
had did some extra work.
Okay.
I had actually my best extra work. I don't know if you could have best extra work.
Okay.
But it was definitely Candyman, the newer one. Like I had like a 10-minute scene in the art gallery. If people ever watched it, like I'm in the art gallery when they're walking past, and they're standing right there where I am, holding a conversation.
So this right here is your first lead one, right?
Yeah, it's my
Okay.
first lead.
So, before I take you to the movie, though, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to miss a couple of things. Number one, what's your ethnicity? Because you could be all over the place. You hear me?
I am African American, of course, Asian, Puerto Rican,
Wow, I didn't know that part. Okay.
Yes.
Dope.
Boricua.
Okay. My other question is, by this, I think everybody that's tapped in could agree that it's difficult to, get in movies
Yeah.
and, get them opportunities to look beautiful, to have your wardrobe together, to maybe read your lines with you.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. Do you do this alone, or do you have a team?
No, I definitely have a team, and I think that's important to have people that not only that are working for you, but working with you. A lot of people don't know that Will Gates is my manager.
Will Gates?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's my manager, and like me and Will been knowing each other a long time, and it just made some stuff makes sense, and our partnership came along, and it just made I trusted him completely, and to have someone to go in, you need someone. It's okay to not know everything, but you need someone that kind of knows a little bit more than you do, and that's okay. And I'm also signed to Promote Talent Agency.
Okay.
Which is they get you into the big doors. So a lot of people don't know that I was up for the role of Jannard's girlfriend on Power. That will be this season. Got the call back, but I was beat out by actor Adrian Walker, who's amazing, by the way. She did an excellent job as his girlfriend, but they get you into those doors. So you got to know which avenues you're trying to go down and what's initially your goal.
Now, is that the only avenue, or is that the one you really, really got love for, acting?
Acting, yeah.
Yeah.
Acting. Modeling pays the bills. I'm not gonna lie. Modeling does
Okay.
pay the bills. Cause I'm a full-time model as well.
And you can do it.
Yeah, and I can do it with my eyes closed. But the true passion is acting. Like I'm really starting to like kind of not take those jobs
I
anymore.
gotta ask, right?
What's
I know
up?
you're a little covered, Gucci'd up and covered up and all that, but you have a lot of ink.
I have a lot of ink.
When did you start doing that? And may we ask if
Sure.
it's even a question? How many do you have? I don't think we can even. You sleeve. I think.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm not even at like how many anymore. I'm at like body percentage.
Okay.
So percentage
much?
wise,
Yeah. How much percent of that body you got covered up?
I can tell you
38%.
no. I can tell you the probably the only extremities that are not completely covered are my legs. From here up, and like when I say from here up, literally from here up, my back, my neck, like I have a full back tat. All my arms are covered. My stomach is completely covered. My back, like I'm completely covered. The only place I still have room is my legs.
Different artists.
Different artists.
Okay. You enjoy ink? Obviously.
Well, being the manager of Nine Mag, which was Black Ink Crew Chicago,
Okay.
and having done some seasons and some episodes of that, but I actually worked very closely with Ryan. I was the manager of his shop. So about tattoo artists, the thing about them when you're working in the shop all day long for 12 hours and they're bored, you know, they just want to do something, so they'll grab you and
Now,
be
do
like,
you tattoo?
No, I don't tattoo at all.
Okay.
No, I'll draw stick figures on you. Don't let me do
Okay.
it.
No,
Yeah.
you don't want
No,
me
no,
to.
no, I'm
Okay.
not. I'm not. That's
So,
not my thing.
what was that experience like, though? I can't just skip that.
Oh, that was really dope. Actually, having worked within the show and then actually running the actual tattoo shop in real life, because we toured a lot. It was a lot. It was like I worked literally 7 days a week, because it was always something that needed to be done. There was always some work that needed. We always had special guests coming through. We always had just, you know, sometimes people who just fans of the show coming through.
Great experience.
Yes, it was a
Okay.
really good experience.
So, detective,
Yes.
win for losing. What was it like working with the people you worked with, and what did your role mean to you in bringing that role to life?
First of all, I just think our cast, of course you included, it just became like an instant family very quickly. You know, like I was almost really sad when, you know,
It's done.
when it was over. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't
When
no
it was-
kicking no more.
Yeah, like it was like because you grow accustomed and you grow kind of a bond with those people that you are used to seeing every day. For me, I have this stigma about the kind, and me and Will talk about it all the time about the kind of roles that I want to play, and so being able to.
Why?
Because for one, and no diss to anybody who, you know, will take those kind of roles. Like I'm not gonna.
You wanna protect your brand.
I have to protect my brand.
Okay.
I got booked. I'm not gonna say for what show, but it was for a very popular show, and they wanted me to do like a really hardcore sex scene. It's no lines though, but for me, out of the gate, that no, like I have way more to give. I have way more talent to be offered than that. So you know what, I'm gonna pass. And a lot of people thought I was crazy. Like, are you crazy? I'm like, no. Like you can give me something else, and I stood on that, and I stood strong on it, and I was
Now
serious
I know
about it.
what I want to ask you about. Now you just
Yeah,
So okay, you were very confident every time you showed up to set. I only seen serious scenes of you. Was it a challenge to play a cop?
a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit, because it has some similarities. It was some dates that coincide with some real tragic things that happened in my life. So that kind of was the motivational push for it. And then playing a cop, you know, girls that look like me that have tattoos that are tatted up are not supposed to play roles like that. So I was really gracious to Bo, you know, and even for Simeon and Will for pushing those kind of boundaries and me having to carry myself in a certain way where it was believable, like, yeah, she is a cop. And like, and when it was so funny when I think when you and Cole Hart actually saw me uniformed up, y'all was like, oh, she is a cop. Like it was a real situation. Yeah, it was a real situation.
I'm just meeting them. You know, I'm just meeting a lot of people at the time. I was just meeting.
Yeah.
You, I was just meeting a couple other people. Some of your favorite moments about maybe shooting it without spoiling, maybe about the film that made it special for you.
I'm not gonna give this away, but my favorite scene, and you guys, when people see it, you guys will agree, the alley scene. The alley scene was, to me, it was like the pinnacle scene because it involved all of us. And it's just the turning point.
And it turned to real.
Yeah, it turned real.
It
was the turning point.
Real.
It was the turning point in the film, and I just think that was just an amazing scene to see everybody be a part of it. You know, to see at that moment the roads get crossed. And everybody discover who each other is. And I think that's dope. I think people are going to really get a kick out of that.
Right here at What's Poppin' Podcast, we asked the guests every week around this, you know, towards wrap-up time. Not about your slick-ass boots and shoes you got over there. She came in moonwalking.
My Yeezys. My Yeezys.
I asked our guests three names.
Yes.
And, you know, I just want to hear, we want to hear, first thing come pop it in your mind. You know what I mean? So the first one I'm going to ask you, first name I'm going to throw at you is Lala Anthony.
I think she's dope. I think she's dope not because of just what she's been able to accomplish with her acting career, because they had just kind of labeled her Carmelo Anthony's wife. And she proved to the world that she was much more than that, you know, and being able to do that, irregardless of going through a divorce, irregardless of going through heartache, and being able to, like, still get up and put on that face every single day, like, that takes a lot. That takes a lot of strength, not just because she's a woman, but just because it was just in her to do. And she's made a dope career for herself. So I have to give her props. I'm hoping to do the same thing, like, you know, she's went from one show to another, and she's been able to make her mark on each show.
Okay, dope. Floyd Mayweather.
He's interesting.
Okay.
Like, Floyd, you know, the interesting thing about Floyd is I'm always scrolling through Instagram, and because of my feed is mostly a lot of positive stuff. So I always hear jewels and gems that he's dropping. And those are the things that I tend to pay attention to. I tend to shy away from when he's somewhere and he's pulling out his backpack, pulling the money. Like, oh, that's nice, you know. But I've been around guys that have done that. Like, that's not impressive to me, you know. But whenever he's got some kind of knowledge that he's dropping or some kind of positive innuendo, like I tend to like kind of perk up an ear to it because that's what I'd rather take in than anything else. All of the other stuff I don't really pay attention to.
Okay. Khloe Kardashian. I gotta hit you with 1K at least one time. How about Khloe? What you think about Khloe Kardashian? Or if you even want to, you know, talk about the whole Kardashian family. But I gotta hit you one time, China.
I think all of them are culture vultures. I think like majority of women of that stature, they love our features, they love how we look, they love our style, they love, you know, our swag. But, you know, none of them would trade to be, you know, a ethnic woman if someone paid them to. Yeah, they're not gonna go through what we went through. They're not gonna, you know, of course they don't want to be labeled as ethnic. They don't want to be, but they love the look of it. They love our men, you know. So that's how I just, you know, I really don't have. Those are my thoughts against them, you know, against all of them, not just Khloe, you know.
Y'all only get 3, you hear me? I can't give it no more. No, I can't ask about Kanye or Lamar Odom or none of that. That's how you all get, you hear me? It's What's Poppin' Podcast. where can they go follow you at? Where can they go support you at? And let's remind them.
Yes,
June 4th,
yes.
Davis Theater, the release.
June 4th, what theater?
Davis Theater.
Davis Theater is the release. The trailer is coming soon, so also be on the lookout for that. You can follow me on Instagram, China, CHINA_MARIEE. Facebook, just Asia Clark, my real name, ASIA Clark, CLARK. It's a few imposter pages, but you all will be able to tell which ones they are, though. But those are the only two things. I don't do Twitter. I'm not because it always feels
She's
like
she's probably Asia Clark on Twitter.
Yeah, and then if it feels like you're talking to yourself on Twitter, like who am I talking to? Like, where's
You have
this
to
going?
be interesting.
Yeah,
I just like that.
So I don't really do Twitter.
It's what's poppin', baby. It's
Yes.
your boy OG Pop, the beautiful Asia Clark,
This
or
was
China
amazing.
Marie, and all that good stuff.
Watch them drop. Let's get the cups on me now. Quick, hurry. Diamonds in the bag. I better get to stunting now.